don't it? Everybody, come on, throw your hands up. We got that feel-good music, that vibe to make you wanna lose it. Everybody stop what you doing, rock to the music, bounce to the music. For all my people all across the globe, we got that feel-good music that'll heal your soul. No matter what, hit the dance floor with honey, get light. Get to know her.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's your man Vince Pass in the building for the podcast. One voice, one mic. Oh, that was the podcast. One voice, one mic. Well, you know, it's all the same thing, to be honest with you. It's Unapologetically Vince, man. Yo, where tonight, man. It's kind of crazy. You know, I had a lot I wanted to talk about dealing with relationship building with yourself. But it's obvious that a lot of other things that have taken place today is kind of overshadowing that right now. So I definitely want to talk to you about, today was a slow day today. I gotta say, it was a slow day out here. You know, wasn't nothing really going on in the news. And then next thing you know, I get this text, this phone call, and I'm talking to my girlfriend on the phone. And the next thing you know, she tells me about what happened with the shooting out in Texas. 18 people, 2 adults. Sick, man, sick. We just got finished getting over this Buffalo thing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even over that yet. We don't got no motive. We understand it was a standoff that took place in which the gunman was killed. Man, how you killed 18 kids? Like, really is I understand there's mental health issues. Now we in mental health, and you know what? We are in mental health month, and it seems like we having more and more mass shootings this month than we had throughout the year. Like, I mean, it's almost crazy. Like, right, to be honest with you, since the beginning of the year, um, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had 9 mass shootings. Okay, nine mass shootings, man. And today, Uvalde, Texas, is now at the top of the list. And it reminds you nothing but about Sandy Hook in Connecticut when the gunman shot up an elementary school. Like, who does that? First of all, I want to make sure that we give a moment of silence to all of the families that lost someone today. Um, Man, it's crazy, man. Your moment of silence. Yeah, for me, man, from unapologetically Vince to the Vince Past Experience and my podcast, One Voice, One Mic, my heartfelt condolences go out to everyone that lost somebody in the Buffalo massacre shooting and in this Texas shooting. And they still have more details to peel back. It's a lot of layers to this thing right now. You know what I'm saying? We are in Mental Health Awareness Month. So if you out here, man, and you don't have no one to talk to, please, before you pick up that weapon or you go kill yourself or you decide to go on a whole killing spree or whatever, please pick the phone up, man. National Suicide Hotline Prevention, they do everything. It's not just about, you committing suicide. It's about you causing somebody else to get ready to commit suicide too, or you committing genocide against somebody, against the human race. 1-800-273-8255. Again, 1-800-273-8255. And shout out to my peoples right now on Truth Be Told podcast. Follow them. They're on IG right now. And, we're talking about the same thing. And had a great conversation with them right before I came on. And, the ignorance of this thing is running rampant when it comes to changing these gun laws that is pathetic. The NRA is not about party. It's not about Republican or Democrats. It's just what it is. The NRA does not have a party, and the reality is, I just feel like the NRA really runs the country. They want 50 senators will not change the gun laws. We have 50 senators, 50 states, 50 senators. So you telling me that we got 50 senators and not one will be willing to change the gun laws? Are y'all in on it? Like, for real? And so, right now I'm just sitting here, man, and I'm really, really, really in awe about, the president's address, the the um, the fact that this is the second week. This is the second week of a mass shooting. So we today's the 24th. We have the Rod Elementary School shooting massacre. May 14th, we have the racially targeted Taps grocery store in Buffalo. May 15th in Laguna, California. Yeah, I know y'all forgot about that. When there was four members of the Irvine Taiwanese Presbyterian Church, I think it were four women, they were killed at the church. Then on May 15th, you had down in Houston, you had five people shot. Three of them were critically injured, two were murdered, and that began with a fight. May 16th, 16 people shot in the Milwaukee area in a popular nightlife district. On April 27th, Biloxi, Mississippi, three people shot in the carjacking. April 12th in Brooklyn, a man opens fire in the subway, wounding 10 people. Then you have an April 3rd shooting in Sacramento when 12 people were wounded. And then March 19th in Dumas, Arkansas, a shootout killing one bystander but injuring 27 people. And out of those 27 people that were injured by gunfire, six of them were kids. Like, really? So you want to keep saying that we shouldn't change the gun laws? You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Again, if you know anybody that's having it tough, having it rough right now, please, please, please. What's going on? What's going on, man? Yeah, Trina, it's really unbelievable. It's unbelievable that in 2022 we're in the midst of this hate. It's beyond time for change. There's a lot of reasons why. Listen, Trina, I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. There's a lot of things that need to take place with individuals before that change even happens. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot, just like, we have to understand there is a system in the United States that has failed people over and over and over again. The financial system has failed us. Education system has failed us. Okay, the socio-economic system failed us. Mental health system is failing us. So when you have a system that is designed for us to fail, to put people on medications, um, you have a system that's designed to reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? The the revolving door effect of the prison systems in the penitentiary. Okay, we got a financial system that will not build up the small man. You know what I mean? The mom and pop store got to make them jump through all these kinds of hoops just to get money to continue their businesses. You have a system in America that is designed for us to fail. That's on period. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it was really more unbelievable that, excuse me, that I just read off one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. I read off 9 mass shootings that have taken place since the beginning of January. I mean, beginning of the year. And there was one that took place on January 23rd that I haven't mentioned yet. That was in Milwaukee. Okay, so we have basically 10 mass murder shootings that took place from the beginning of the year until today. Joe Biden, president is just a seat, right? Just office. Joe Biden is very emotional right now because, you know, that could have been his kid, right? I mean, which I doubt. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think Leo, as a rich white guy in America, that you really can sympathize with what's going on, unless you ask somebody that that's been in these trenches, living in these kind of situations, or been in these situations before. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being too critical. I apologize if I am, but that's just how I feel. And it could be anybody's kid. That's the God's honest truth. And it's 9 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? Even though they graduated from high school, they still up under your roof. Do you know where your kids are? We are living in that kind of time. So yesterday, shout out to my son and the whole graduating class, Korean 2020, 2022 class. You know what I'm saying? You know, we left graduation early yesterday. And the part of the reason why we left graduation early yesterday, like after he got his diploma, was because we wanted to beat the traffic. Now, mind you, when we was outside taking pictures, the sun was already going down. Let me tell you how crazy this is out here. Yeah, a fight took place at the graduation as people were leaving. There was a full-blown fight, which turned into a full-blown melee. So all the people that was involved, the school already said it. Whoever was involved will be brought up on charges, criminal charges. And it was up at a college, at a university, Miami University up in Oxford. So you already know that they coming with it. They had cameras all over the place. There's cameras on the poles, cameras on outside the school. On the building. So in the building. So this is it's supposed to be a graduation. It's supposed to be a fun time. It's supposed to be a fun event. And there was a fight, a full blown fight. Like this is what we. And then what if one of the guys or people that were involved had a weapon? Then what? Now we got a bigger issue, bigger situation getting ready to happen. And so you have to ask yourself, where's it? Where's the origin of these things? Is it learned behavior? Is it the gun laws? Is it the fact that the Constitution hasn't changed yet? Is it what is it? What is contributing to this level of violence that we continuously see over and over again? And you know what? There has never, thus far, there has not been a woman, a female, who has committed any mass murders. We got men running around doing this. And I got to tell you, and it's weak-minded men. You feel me? It's weak-minded dudes. And I'm not saying like they're weak-minded because like they don't know how to build themselves up. They've been broken somewhere. We have all this information on the internet on how to kill people, make bombs, and all this other kind of stuff, right? That's free information. But we charge people how to get ahead. Let me say that again for the people in the back. We got free information on how to create bombs, how to make zip guns, how to make explosives, how to shoot a weapon. We have all this free information on how to destroy it. But we got to pay for information for a person to get ahead. I'm going to wait. What's up, Pam? Pam in the building. You did what I'm saying. Yo, time to get them shirts back in effect, Pam. I'm going to reach out to you this week. All right? The Iron Sharpen Iron joint. Everyone love that. I'm going to need that in black, no red. Definitely black, blue. We're going to talk about the colors. And we're going to get together on that within this week, okay? But, yeah, I'm just saying. So we got all this information out here, right? But we charge an arm and a leg for education. And on top of that, we charge for the information, right, from people who we don't even know if they fruit matches the price. I'm not paying nobody nothing if I don't see the fruit. I'm not talking about seeing the fruit of what you driving on a video. I'm trying to see what your fruit is. Let me see what your business is. Let me see how you done built this thing up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see your fruit. I ain't listening to you. So we just spent 38,000. Oh yeah, definitely 38,000. Actually, that went up. We have it's like 45,000 now to house an inmate. It might be 38 in New York. I remember one time it was that. So we have the system that continuously has the revolving door. It's 6,000 educated student. Okay, so I'm getting this information from my girl Pam. Nine times out of 10, she always right. You know what I'm saying? She's rarely wrong. SUNY College Old Westbury in the building. SUNY yo. Yeah, but like I said, man, we in a critical time right now. And I want to definitely tell you that if you know anybody, please, 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 if they're telling you that all is good, it's not all good. I'm so tired of that saying. people are walking around here in punishment. There's no money in educated. Say, hold up, time out. She said there is no money in educated students. Bam! They fooled us in college. They got us. They got us. They made us. They made us get credit cards and everything. They fooled us. And it's just crazy, man. That where we at right now. But I don't want to be the downer of the night by keep talking about this. Um, Part of what I want to speak about tonight was we're speaking about relationship building with yourself. Of course, there's a saying that says, "To thy own self be true." Okay, and when we used to hear that saying, we never applied it. I don't think it was ever applied to ourselves. To thy own self be true. I don't think that we never applied it to ourselves in a way that I believe that it should have always been applied. The thing about, I look at all of these mindset classes and things like that. You got to change your mindset. You got to change your mindset. That's great. But there's no changing of the mindset if there's no changing of your posture, of wanting to have a complete mindset. Okay? And I'm gonna get to that in a second. So we're going. So if you out there, I need you to make sure you write down posture. Okay? So we look at people and we follow people who don't even have the correct posture. Just because that they're making money, we follow the people who are just making the money. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back to that in a second, Trina. Trina says, this is why we must educate our children. I taught my daughter about my mistakes, for sure. And this is part of what I'm saying about the relationship building with yourself. You have to make sure that you click tag and share with your kids before you click tag and share a video with anyone. Okay? Click tag and share your life experiences with your children and have a seat and talk to them. And whether or not they choose to receive it at that moment, just understand something. You inserted something into their hard drive, into their memory banks, for something for them to use later. So in relationship building, what's up, Mom? What's going on? So in relationship building with yourself, you know, the posture that you have to have in order for you to get to the place of understanding why you do the things that you do. I'm not saying that it's necessarily all bad, but if you're trying to bring yourself to become a higher quality self, you gotta rid yourself of some things, and you gotta be honest with yourself. But when you do those things, you got to tap into the person that's inside of you. So psychologists will talk about, you have to tap into the little boy or the little girl in you, which is true, because the little boy and the little girl, like little Vince, he has Vince's core values. Okay, if it's you, Trina, the little girl and you have Trina's core values. Pam, same thing. So on down the line. You did what I'm saying? So you got to tap into your core value. You did what I mean? And so when you tap into your core values, once you begin to tap into your core values, before you even touch yourself, because a lot of times we touch ourselves, no pun intended, please, I hope you were not thinking like that. But when we touch things about ourselves, we don't touch things about ourselves with a spiritual mindset either. We've been doing things on our own so long that we don't even realize that a lot of what we have tried to do did not work. And then when we turn back around and look at all of the things that didn't work, we leave in a whole bunch of destruction that we have to turn around at some point and probably fix. I know I've done it, and if you've done it, definitely raise your hand on that, because we've all done it. There's somewhere in life that we done caused a whole path of destruction for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And hurt others in the process, all because we did not want to get into a posture to receive the necessary information that we needed to receive. And so my girlfriend was talking about it today, and she was saying how we have to have a spiritual posture before we can even begin to strip down the things that are necessary. Because if your ears ain't open, your heart won't be open. Because everything begins, it doesn't begin, the thought don't begin in your mind. Don't just begin here first. It begins here. You dig what I'm saying? From here to here to here. All right? It goes from your ears to your mind to your heart. All right? Once it reaches your heart, you're convicted to do it. 9 times out of 10, you're convicted to do it. So if you really want to lose weight, you won't just jump out there and lose weight. You're going to think about it. You feel what I'm saying? Get serious about it. And once it reaches down into your heart, then you're going to be able to be like, yo, I'm really convicted to doing it. I'm committed to doing it. You know? So changing, you have to change your process on how you go about doing certain things. And I just think that it's very important that when you look at your relationship with yourself first, then you'll be able to view your relationship with others. You know, am I letting people control what I do? Am I people pleasing? Uh, do I think more of others than I do myself? Do I not put enough time into myself? Am I taking on too many projects, trying to help everybody else get ahead, but not taking time to help contribute to my own cause? What am I doing to build a relationship with me? Am I reading enough books? Am I reading? Am I reading my Bible enough? Am I reading my Quran enough? Am I reading my Torah enough? Am I reading? Am I praying enough? What am I not doing to get myself into a position to be able to get low, get my face to the floor, okay, and begin to build myself up from the place of humility instead of from the place of want. You know, a lot of times we be in our flesh. I'm guilty, 110% guilty. Because if I wasn't guilty, I wouldn't have been out there doing the things that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? You got to recognize when you in your flesh about things. Okay, I know some people don't want to hear. Yeah, I definitely, when I come on Unapologetically Vince or any of my podcasts, I always give all praises due to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. You know, I always do that, and I always give a shout out to God. I always give a shout out to the Holy Spirit, because I would not be sitting here being able to deliver what I'm delivering to you if I didn't listen, if I wasn't in a place to receive, if I wasn't in a place to change my mindset. Okay, but before I had to change my mindset, I had to deal with the little boy in Vince. Vince had to grow up. But in order for Vince to grow up, Vince had to rewrite some things. Okay? Vince had to rewrite some things. So some of the things that I had to rewrite was painful. You dig what I'm saying? And I had to understand that it's okay right now, because I'm trying to build myself back up to where I needed to be. It's okay if I didn't finish what I started, because there was a reason why I didn't finish what I started. So let me share something with y'all real quick. So I'm quite sure, you know, a lot of people have seen that, you know, I got my degree last week. And my graduation was Sunday. I wasn't able to make it because Jabri had his graduation on Monday. And I'm never ashamed to say that the other reason why I couldn't go to New York was because I didn't have the money at the time. My car was getting fixed. So, you know, I went back to college after 26 years to go get my degree. And once I got my degree, God said to me, doors closed, done. You no longer have a connection to that past. I said, all I needed to do was go have my degree. What was said to me was so profound that I had to sit back for a second and kind of breathe on it. God said to me, you wasn't ready for that. And then I had to think about it. All the things that I was doing. No, I wasn't ready for my degree. I would have squandered my degree if I would have got that degree back then. With all the things that I was doing. And so in order for me to get that degree, I had to go through a lot of things to get to that point. But I had to be honest with myself. I had to go rewrite myself. So we talk about things of DNA. We get things from my mother and we get things from my father, right? But you can rewrite your DNA, but you got to be willing to fight to do that. It's a fight. So you got to get into the posture to want to receive. You got to open up your ears, your mind, and your heart. You dig what I'm saying? Got you beat? Okay, my man Kels is in the building. Shout out to Kels. Kels just got his degree as well this past week, right, Kels? Am I right? My man Kels went back to school after 29 years as well. Just got his degree. That's what's up. Shout out to my man Kels. Truth Be Told podcast. Kels is nuts. Make sure you follow my guy. He's on IG and everywhere right now, doing a lot of comedy stuff. So I'm quite sure he's gonna get out there on the road pretty soon. I already know. Yeah, so even using Kels had to break down some things like, yo, I'm going back. You know what I mean? And to get to these places, people have people have got to understand that dealing with the little person that's inside of you, all right, requires you to do some other things. You feel what I'm saying? So let's talk about those things real fast. All right, let's talk about them real quick. We talked about posture, right? We talked about posture. Posture in a lot of in this particular situation, I'm speaking about posture in getting yourself low enough dealing with, with your spirituality, your praying. You dig what I'm saying? Being able to tell God, yo, I need help. I need you to help me. And your posture, you got to be willing to give it all up. You know what I'm saying? Be an open book. Confess it. I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of times we activate the devil. We activate the devil. And how we do that? We activate the devil by being quiet, by not praying, by not giving praise, by not giving thanks. Okay, so we activate this. So we become our own problem now by when we're trying to work to get to the change or get to the growth. Okay, the second thing that I'm going to say that should have been first, and I'll be the first one to say it. Okay, it's definitely this right here, counseling. I believe I got a Bible in one hand, I got a counsel in another. It tells you in Proverbs. You know what I'm saying? Attain wise counsel. Surround yourself with wise people. They're here, people. Go ahead and use them. Get one. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the other problem. I want to talk about counseling real fast. A lot of times when we seek this counseling, we have to be careful what kind of counseling that we seeking. Okay? You have to know what type of counseling you're looking for. Okay? You can't just say, oh, I just want to go get myself together. What do you want to pinpoint on? What do you think you need to work on? And don't be afraid to go through counselors to find the right one. If you got to go through 10 counselors and that level one is the one you want, then that's what you do. You go through it. Okay? That's what you do. All right? Next thing I want to talk about real fast, and I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and I think I was talking to my girlfriend about it the other day, and I was talking to my sister about it the other day, is forgiveness. A lot of times we forgive situations with people, right? But we don't forgive ourselves. We don't forgive ourselves for not completing certain things. We don't forgive ourselves for doing wrong. We don't forgive ourselves for hurting ourselves. We don't do it. Don't be afraid to forgive yourself. Because without the forgiveness of yourself, you can't begin to deal with that little person that's inside of you. Because you got to tell that little person inside of you, yeah, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you for acting irrational. I forgive you for catching temper tantrums when I should not have been catching no temper tantrums. You know what I'm saying? I forgive you for acting like a child. I forgive you for not thinking your decisions through. I forgive you because I allowed you to use me and to run my life in a way that wasn't conducive. You feel what I'm saying? So you got posture, you got counseling, you got forgiveness. Don't be afraid to do those things. You feel what I'm saying? And then it's okay. It's okay for you to be upset. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be angry about about how you feel. It's okay. It's okay for you to walk through them steps. It's okay for you to be angry. Don't let no one tell you that it's not okay to be angry at yourself for the things that you were not able to accomplish or the place where you at because you're trying to fight to get out of. It's okay for you to be there, but it's not okay for you to stay there. Let's be clear. It's okay for you to be there, but it's not okay for you to stay there. Building a relationship with yourself all over again, you have to begin to love on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And in order for you to love on yourself, In order for you to love on yourself, you first got to understand who's your first love. In order for you to love on yourself, you got to understand who your first love. And if you don't understand that your first love is God, then I don't know what to tell you. I can't begin to implore to you how important it is for you to understand who your first love is in order for you to love you. Because God is love. God gave you love. Your mother is the physical embodiment of love. But God gave you love first. He gave you love in the womb. He gave you love when he shot you through. So understand, loving on yourself doesn't mean going out shopping all the time. Doesn't mean going out spending money all the. That's not what loving on yourself is. Loving on yourself is being around the people, finding your tribe, being around the people that you know are going to positively lift you up and keep you in that place of upliftment. You feel what I'm saying? Making sure that you being around people who are not just positive, but are living life like you. Living life like you. So that's how you love on yourself. You be around people that's doing the things like you. That's how new ideas flow. That's how different things begin to happen with inside of you. All right. So, I'm just going to deal with those 5 things right there. Posture, make sure you get counseling too. Make sure your posture get low enough where you can receive. Okay. You got to have an open ear. All right. Forgiveness, counseling, anger, and loving on yourself. You dig what I'm saying? So, look, man, relationship building, it then in turn is going to help you become a better person to other people. And if you're in a relationship, it's going to help you become a better person in your relationship. But you gotta first be willing to listen. You gotta first be willing to humble your position and where you at, where you sit, where you stand. You know what I mean? You gotta first be able to get low. I just want to thank y'all tonight for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Truth Be Told Podcast. This is what we do out here. You can catch Unapologetically Vince every Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? At 9 o'clock. Tonight I'm going to end the show just a little bit early, not because I don't have a lot to talk about, because I can stretch this thing out like a rubber band. I'm just feeling really really somber right now. I'm feeling very upset about what happened today. Um, you know, uh, it's just a time right now where we have to begin to reflect on some things that are just very important. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on, Vintage? Shout out to Vintage. She in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Kel. He's in the building still. Yeah, man. I'm just right now in a real short place with this. I'm hurt at the fact that we have 18 more kids that will not see life. 18 more children that will not live their futures. 18 more children who have not had an opportunity and a chance to fulfill. Matter of fact, I want to say that we haven't had an opportunity to see those kids light shine into the earth. But for the time that they were here, I hope that they were blessings to their families. I hope that they were lights for everyone else around them. I hope that the 18 children that are no longer with us truly have their wings, which I believe they do, because God looks after babies and fools now. And I hope that God sees fit to give us the reason to understand why he needed those kids back with him. I take nothing away from the other 2 women who have passed away as well. I hope their light shines into the earth as well. And did some great things, man. And being a teacher, is great in itself. The rewarding is self-sacrificial, and God look after babies and fools, man. You know what I'm saying? And God look after teachers. I know that 'cause they give us the wisdom to get us to where we need to get to. Um, Shout out to my peoples on the Truth Be Told podcast. Definitely, yo, listen, they got a party coming up. All right, I know y'all want to be there. Check it out. Check it out. It's in Brooklyn. So all my Brooklyn heads, yeah, if you want the information, I got it for you. All right, but if not, you can go on Everbright, punch up the Truth Be Told tour. It'll come on up. Tickets $25. RSVP ASAP. Get there. You know what I mean? It's definitely gonna be a blast. All right. And then of course you know you got my man right here. You did. I know it's sad, bro. I know it's sad. Shout out to y'all, man. You feel what I'm saying? My people's they already know how I'm feeling. I appreciate y'all, man. Real talk, man. Real talk. You hosting the party? That's what's up. My man Kel is hosting the joint. All right, that's what's up. But shout out to my peoples, man. You feel me? Mark Doris, you feel me? He You got the brand right here, the nerdsbrand.com. Go there. If you want shirts or anything, you know, shout out to my man Mark Doris doing what he do. You know, him and his brother, his family is a real family business. Mark Doris Jr. His pops was a high school and college phenom basketball player. Went on to play a couple of years in the pros. Mark played overseas, and he's just an awesome dude. Awesome dude. Now listen, if you ever think about becoming a mastermind, which is what I am right now, yo, check me out. You dig what I'm saying? We actually have a event coming up. It's $149 up to May 17th. It's passed, so it's now $189. Tech Summit. You dig what I'm saying? I'll be out of Kansas City. If not, they're gonna catch me on the next one, and I'll be here to chop it up with y'all, man. You dig what I'm saying? But listen, I love y'all, man. Let me get up out of here. Yo, catch y'all next week. Y'all already know what time the show start. Vintage, hey, Kels, hold on for a minute. My girl Vintage put something up. Hey, Kels, I can only see my own comments for some reason. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's because you are on the YouTube. You're on YouTube. So, Vintage, I'll get with you in the chat room and have you come over to restream. I don't know why that is. It might be a little malfunction on that, but we'll get back to that. All right. I'll be sure you'll let me know what happened. Yo, shout out to everybody, man. I love y'all, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Peace.
Feels so good. Feels good, don't it? Everybody, come on, throw your hands up. We got that feel good music, that vibe to make you wanna lose it. Everybody stop what you doing, rock to the music, bounce to the music. For all my people all across the globe, we got that feel good music that'll heal your soul. No matter what, hit the damn